Hey Fragrance family, I'm David.
I'm Jer.
And we're the Fragrance Bros. Coming at you again with another review, this time on Back to Black from by Kilian. So let's get straight to it. Date introduced is 2009. It's classified as an oriental woody. Notes are bergamot, saffron, nutmeg, cardamom, coriander, raspberry, chamomile, frankincense, honey, cedar, oak, tobacco, patchouli, almond, vanilla, and labdanum.
Thank God you're done with that.
Yeah, huge list.
Seriously.
Good grief.
A lot of that does not come across in the fragrance.
No, not at all. So, what'd you have longevity out of this?
I get excellent longevity out of this.
Yeah.
I get 10 hours, maybe más.
I'm gonna say it's beast mode.
Yeah.
This lasts forever on me.
It do.
When I test it, I'll spray it on like normal, and then I'll spray it on my hand. And I expect that the one on my hand will go away the quickest, because it usually does on me anyway.
Yeah.
And it lasted, that one was the one that I could still smell like the next day. And I could still smell it on my neck and stuff,
Yeah.
but the one that's not, this one that's supposed to go away the quickest lasted a long time.
It's strong, bro.
Yeah, it is strong.
Yes.
Strong is right.
Strong. SK.
Yes. It's the strongest. Now, what about projection?
I'm going to say excellent projection. I don't know if it's beast mode, but it's definitely excellent.
Yeah.
When I wear it, my wife knows I've put it on before I get to that room. And I get lots of notices. I once got a notice when I was going to see someone and I got out of my driver's side door and they were outside the vehicle on the other side, and I got out and they were like, "Hey, you smell good." That fast. So it's in the air, buddy.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely excellent. I think to me it goes, it kind of settles down a good bit.
Yeah.
But excellent.
Yeah.
Season, I would say this is great for fall and winter and nights, probably mostly. Purpose, I would say this is great on a date and also good on formal. I think those are probably the best times to wear it.
I would agree with that. Date in particular.
Okay, so what does this remind you of?
Scent-wise, it's got this pipe tobacco thing going on. Cherry, I just love. But what the memories it gets for me, which aren't really related to the scent, but I'll tell the story. The first time I ever wore this was on a date with my wife. We went to see the Avengers. Okay. But then but my wife loved it, and it's become one of my date scents. I have like 3 scents that rotate for dates with my wife, and that's one of them. It's just a really, to me, it has a very, kind of like a sensual edge to it. It's kind of like a seductive, kind of sexy scent to me. It's, I wouldn't call it overtly masculine per se, but I don't know. I think that a woman could wear it too. In fact, my wife has worn it sometimes and it smelled just fine on her. But because I wear it for her, to me it smells like, man, like she really likes it, So that's what it reminds me of, just like a manly date, attractive, but kind of dark edged scent that's really gonna kind of bring your woman close and have a fun night, at a date or whatever.
I've gotten to test a few by Kilian scents.
Yes.
And I love them. I think by Kilian has a fantastic line. He takes a lot of time into just really getting someone to perfect the fragrance. So each fragrance that he has, it really is fine-tuned.
Yeah.
And all the ones that I've tried have been just fantastic in their own way.
Yeah.
This is a tobacco scent, and out of his whole line of fragrances, I think Back to Black probably gets the most attention.
I would say so.
And I think mostly because it's tobacco, and fragrance nuts go horny over tobacco. They really do. If you mention a tobacco fragrance, they get horny.
That's right.
So it is a tobacco scent. I get tobacco in there. I get a lot of honey. I get a lot of raspberry, and I get a lot of cherry. That's what I get most of the fragrance. At first, it's more of the cherry raspberry tobacco scent, and then as time goes on, I get a lot more of the honey. And the honey actually is very apparent in this. And in Fragrantica, it's like the #1 listed note, rated as the strongest note. And when I smelled it at first, I didn't think it was that apparent. But as time went on, I was like, the honey is really noticeable.
Yeah.
And it's actually really nice.
Yeah.
It smells very fragrant. It smells very, it almost has like the floral connotation like really good honey does. And it's just really nice in this. Some fragrances that are honey tobacco, like Pure Havana or something like that, don't smell like honey.
It's just sweet.
It's just sweet. But this actually does, and that's really good.
Yeah.
The blend is so good.
Yes.
And when it dries down, you know, it loses the fruity aspect, but it still is very sweet the whole time. And we also did a first impression of this a long time ago. And when I smelled it, I thought it smelled like Jolly Ranchers. And you know what? I still think it smells like Jolly Ranchers. It still smells like Jolly Ranchers. I don't remember if it's the raspberry one or the cherry one.
Yeah.
But it still smells like that. It's very sweet, very candy-like. That's to give you an idea of how sweet this fragrance is. It's one of the sweetest fragrances I've smelled in a long time.
Yes.
To me, though, like I don't really get like the really masculine edge to it. To me, this smells unisex. And I can see a lot of men wearing this, but I can see women really liking this. And maybe it's because of the sweet, fruity nature of it that really kind of gives me that feminine vibe. But I wore it and I felt just as home in it too.
Yeah. I think for me, and maybe you won't get this, and it's only been recent for me, the only downside to this fragrance for me, I really like a lot of what it does, sometimes in the dry down, it smells a little powdery to me.
I get that, yeah.
And I didn't realize it until someone said, at church said, "You smell powdery," and I was like, and then I smelled it and I was like, mother, it does smell powdery.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that is, because there's nothing really in the ingredient list that would make you think powder. And it doesn't happen in the beginning to me. It's only at the dry down and pretty far into the dry down where it just kind of smells in certain winds and it just smells powdery. That's the only thing. I don't really dig powdery. I mean, I will deal with it to enjoy the whole first 3/4 of the fragrance, but something about that I was like, well, how did this happen? It seems strange to me.
Yeah, I totally get the powdery thing now that you say that, because that may be one of the associations that I have with it too.
Yeah.
Is that towards the end of the dry down, it does smell very powdery.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I don't really care.
It's not a bad powder.
Yeah.
There are some that are bad.
Yeah. Yeah. This is actually really good, I think. And if powdery is good, it's actually good here.
Yeah, it tends to have a negative connotation, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Powdery.
But I think overall, like all the by Kilians that I've tried, I think it shows real craftsmanship.
Yeah.
And it smells rich. It smells expensive to me. It really shows that it doesn't matter what the ingredients cost. It doesn't matter what the quality of the ingredients is. The formula is the quality.
Yeah.
And the quality is there. The craftsmanship is there.
Yeah.
And it smells really special and unique and fantastic.
It does. It's amazing. For me, it's the best one that Kilian has done. And you know, he's kind of prolific.
Yeah.
He will put out, it's usually in groups of 3, like just these 3 fragrances every, I don't know, is it maybe every year or so?
I think so, yeah.
But they're always pretty good, even if it's not my thing.
Yeah.
You can always appreciate, like, this dude's awesome. Also, he always takes pictures like this.
That's right, like a magician.
Yeah, that's right.
A street magician.
Look on Facebook, you'll always see it's like a white button down, open a few buttons with chest showing.
A few buttons. It's like down to here, dude.
Okay, so his belly button showing then. Black blazer, black suit, and then his...
Yes, that's right.
And you kind of want to see his pinky go. You know?
What's funny, like I've seen picture after picture of him, and he all has that same thing.
Yeah.
But what makes it so funny is the juxtaposition from the people around him to him. He looks like a wax statue.
Yeah.
So you make that pose, and I'll be the person next to him is like. I'm sure he's a cool person. He seems like an awesome person.
Yeah.
Especially if he's that willing to associate himself with fans and take pictures and stuff like that. I think that's really awesome.
He does a lot of those events, right? Like at shops and things. He's always out there. Cool guy.
Yeah. So bang for buck. This has a couple different ones. If you get the bottle and the awesome coffin with a key and the box, it's $245 for a 50 ml. Or if you don't want that and you just want the juice, you can get a refill bottle that is the same 50 ml bottle, but it's $100 cheaper, $145.
Which also comes with an atomizer, by the way.
Yeah, it does.
So you have a way to spray it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I would probably just get I would love to have the bottle.
Yeah.
But that presentation is so huge. I would just...
It would just go in my closet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. What I ended up doing was buying the refill bottle, and then for $145, and then I swapped somebody a fragrance for the little Kilian travel atomizer, the black one with the magnetic cap, and
that's pretty awesome too.
Yeah, I love it, and it's easier to carry and all that sort of thing. I wouldn't pay $100 for a bottle.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. But, you know, I do like that they give you that option.
Yes.
Because some people want the actual tactile feeling and the presentation. Some people just want the juice.
Yeah.
I like that they give you both options.
Yes.
That actually, you know, caters to both crowds.
Yes. Consider of your consumer base.
Yeah, I think that's really great.
Yeah. Very nice.
Now, what about compliments?
Well, my wife loves it, but yeah, I've gotten plenty of compliments about this. People always seem to notice it. It's very strong, and you know, when my wife wears it, I think it smells amazing on her, so I compliment her. So I think it's pretty universally a crowd pleaser.
Yeah. Now, I didn't get any compliments from anyone else, but my wife, she didn't love it on me. She liked it as a scent, and she said she'd probably wear it. She probably like it more on a woman, and I can kind of see that. But I do think men would like it too. I think it really is unisex.
Yeah.
But she didn't like it on me, so
Yeah.
it's not something that I would really wear around her.
Yeah.
Final rating, what do you give this?
I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. It's not perfect or anything like that, but it's a really great fragrance. It's fairly unique, I would say. It's got great performance. You know, if you're married, if you have a girlfriend, you guys could probably share it to some degree.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good reasons to buy this.
Yeah, I'm also going to give this a 4 out of 5. I really like this fragrance. I think it's fantastic. You know, with all of by Kilian's line, I think they really do a great job with all the fragrances, and of the tobacco fragrances in general. I think this does have, it shares some common themes with tobacco fragrances.
Yeah.
Like the sweet, like the fruity, the honey. But it does it in a different way, and it sets itself apart from those.
Yeah.
And it smells really refined. It smells really rich and expensive. And that's what you want in a fragrance that is this expensive.
Yes.
So, good job.
Yeah. Excellent fragrance.
Yeah.
Really like it.
So that's all we have. What do you think of Back to Black? Do you like it, love it, hate it? Let us know down in the comments down below. And of course, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe down below. We'll love you for it. We'll see you next week. We're the Fragrance Bros. Bye.
Bye.
Back in Black. Balls. Boo boo. Can I tell you, I love the iPad. I love it.
You can tell me that.
I love it.
Okay. He loves the iPad. Date in particular. What perv am I? Just horny. Just saying the word horny.
That's right.
I never actually say that word in life, I've noticed. It's like a retarded Magneto helmet that just says on top of it. It's so weird looking.
Forbidden games.
In the garden of good and evil.
Good girl gone bad. In the city of sin.
She's a good girl gone bad.